Now the next nakshatra is called Purva Ashada, which means early victory. So after we plant the seeds of truth, then we have to nourish them, nurture them, water them, give them life in order for them to grow, or I should say give them love and care in order for them to grow. So however much we are nurturing and nourishing the seeds that we've planted, that's what takes root, that's what is grown in our life. So the early victory, the early things that we grow have to do with nurturing, love, care, just like in life. Our early victories in life, or the early attention, shows the later victory, right? So the early victory is Purva Ashada. Just like after we plant those seeds, we have to water those seeds. And water is not just related to literally, giving them water, but it's related to giving them love. Water is related to love, nurturing, caring, sustenance. And so the deity of Purva Ashada is Appas, who is the god of the ocean and the sacred water. Again, water is related to love. It's related to, accommodation. Water takes the form of any container that holds it. So water is the most accommodating and forgiving and yielding of all elements. If you heat it up, it becomes steam. If you make it cold, it becomes ice. Wherever it's going, it flows into all the nooks and crannies, just like love. Love accommodates everything. So this is a deeply devotional nakshatra. It comes from 1320 of Sagittarius until 2639 of Sagittarius. So it's that second part of Sagittarius, whereas Mula was from 0 to 1319. This is from 1320 to 2640 of Sagittarius. Purva Ashada, early victory. The early victories in life come from how we're nurtured, how we're cared for. And this is symbolized by the ocean of love and beauty. And there's also a symbol of a winnowing basket where we need to separate the wheat from the chaff. So there's a lot of discrimination that is needed in this section of the zodiac. It's very devotional, but sometimes it can be blind faith. It can be dogma if we're not careful. Because this is Sagittarius, where we just want to believe, but we need to test our belief in the fire pit of truth, not just believe blindly. So we need the discrimination to separate a good teaching from a bad teaching. That's why one of the symbols of Purva Ashada is also the winnowing basket that separates the wheat from the chaff. But the real thing to remember is this is about the early victories in life, which has to do with nurturing, sustenance. We need to be careful not to become fanatical, though, about our beliefs, just like we can become fanatical about what we were taught as a kid and never grow beyond it. So the ocean of love and the ocean of beauty and joy must nurture those seeds in order for them to grow. So whatever we're planting, we're giving attention to, this is what's growing in our life. And the early victory comes in the form of the love and care that we give something in its infancy.